And then, of course, you'll have Evansville to end the year. But it is really hard in this league to stack up the type of wins on the road like Southern has now. 4-4 on the road in league play. And this one was easy, Coach Nagy, wasn't it, right from the start?
Yeah, we weren't very good in the first half and just didn't have it looked like we were playing how we felt about ourselves. Like I don't think our kids feel very good about themselves. They've been beat up, and it looked like that's how we were playing. And then in the second half, we much more energy. Defense, we were way better, just more physical. Even in the first half, we couldn't pick up just simple offensive rebounds, just bouncing out of our hands. It's like we were thinking somebody else was going to get it. There was just no aggression. Second half, we had aggression. Offensively, we really weren't good the whole game, but good enough to win.
Coach, talk about this. Not very often where I've been at halftime and I've made the phrase that you're
I already know what you're going to say. We've made more threes than we have twos. I know. I mean, we made 7 threes and 5 twos, and you would expect that we'd be up, and we weren't. We were down. We were down 5. I mean, we weren't very good defensively in the first half, and we weren't very good offense. I know we made threes, but they really packed it in, made it hard to score anything around the post, and the defense won it for us in the second half.
Coach, I know an area that, look, it was important for Bradley because they understood how good Rollins has been. Drake knows how good Rollins has been. Rollins tonight just had that 1-3 in the second half. What have teams done well to, whether it's frustrated, fluster, whatever word you want to use, what they've done the last 2 games on Rollins?
Nothing. I mean, they left him wide open the whole game. They didn't even guard him. And they were counting on him missing shots. Rollins is his own worst enemy. He just is. He gets down. He's very emotional, and then it's hard to get him turned around. And so, like tonight, they didn't guard him. When Q pushed the ball, he had 2 people on him all the way down to the Valley sign, and Rollins was trailing with nobody guarding him. And he had all kinds of wide open shots. And but the part that's tough is he and Prince are just struggling to score around the basket at all. And traveling and just completely out of whack. But there's just no room to operate in there.
Yeah. They were post-trapping you pretty hard all game, especially in the first half. What did you tell them at halftime? How you would attack it?
Told them to quit throwing it in the post. And the way we attack it was to get in ball screen and get short. Like if you saw in the start of the second half, I told Prince, because in the first half Prince caught the ball in the wing and drove, flipped his hips, and then they just came and trapped him. He turned it over. I said, how you get that is by screening. Like have somebody throw you the ball, quick flip to him, screen, slip out of it, and you'll get the short pocket pass. And he got it probably within the first 5 minutes of the second half. That's how you got to score at the rim. It can't just be throw the ball to the post.
Yeah. Mayo, outstanding. Obviously, when you get the threes to go down, but just multiple ways. It felt like when you needed that timely play in the game, no shocker that Mayo was there, even though fouling out late.
Yeah, he was, he did everything for us, really. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have won tonight for sure. And he blew up at one of the half times in the first half. And, and that's when he came out and really turned it on. He just had enough of it. He's had enough of the losing and all the other stuff. And he just was going to make sure we didn't lose.
Look, I think another big play in this game, Coach, that you got to circle was what got you to the 4-minute media timeout. Davion Sykes getting that steal and that dunk to give you guys a lead and some lead. I mean, you needed more than just that. You couldn't have scored that in one, but, man, that was a huge moment in the game.
Yeah, and I'm just looking up there. He had 23 points. Quinn did. I mean, he had 14 at half. And the one thing we wrote up on the board is keep him off the free throw line. And the very first play, he drives. Rollins just reaches in and hacks him. Just make him score. Don't put him on free throw. I don't want him to see the ball go in. And then the next time he had the ball, boom, 3. And then it was 3. And then it was 3. And so I didn't want him on a free throw line for that purpose. But Sykes did a great job, really good job on him. He's obviously bigger than him, and he's just as good an athlete, and he's physical. And he did make a big play there for sure.
Comment on Jalen Weber, your confidence in him again, Coach, in a
big game. And the play he made there, because we, with being a 3-point game, and they ran a little guard rub up here, and we didn't switch it. We screwed it up, and Jaheim came out of nowhere and didn't block it, but made him miss it. And then we got the rebound, and that was the game. I mean, Jaheim played great. he sat down, he guarded, he had a bunch of offensive rebounds in the first half. He really played well for us.
And I also think to hold a guy like Eli Shetler, who has played well this year, just 1 point the whole second half. It was when he went to the free throw line late. You hold him to 6 points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the goal for us on that one was just not let him get threes off, because he's really shooting it. He's a very good shooter, and they're dealing with what we've been dealing with, and so what starts happening when things don't go right, you just, like, your mind gets to a bad spot, and that's what I was concerned about in the first half. But our guys did a nice job of fighting back.
Coach, I know, again, there's so many things that you're looking at, not necessarily from a huge, wide picture standpoint. We were talking about as you were coming up. Your team now 4-4 in the league on the road. And, I mean, in this league, it is so hard to go into opposing venues and win, especially against the caliber of teams that you're playing. I mean, for your group to play as well as they've had, I know you want that record better, but, man, to be –
it's the frustrating thing has just been the home.
Yep, no doubt.
And we give 2 away at home with the 17 and 18-point leads, and just how different everything would look. But, again, that's how losers talk. It just is. And, our home record the past years has been abysmal, and it really bothers me. And that's what we've got to get flipped.
Great chance for your group now this weekend. You get one of the hottest teams in the league in Northern Iowa.
Yeah, they're playing great. They're shooting it. They're a lot different team than we saw them the first time.
And as we talked about at shoot-around earlier today, I mean, what better test to really see if your group can be playing your best basketball than going on the road against a really good team?
Yeah, and obviously this helps. This will help the confidence and go in there and take some of the pressure off, and hopefully we can go in there and play loose. But like you say, they're playing great.
They are. Coach, appreciate the time. Thank you.
Okay.
Once again, that was head coach Scott Nagy. Join us. His comments were brought to you by CMC Mitchell and Associates. Cal Ron House is our player of the game. We'll take the time out.